All things have changed in a couple of days. We've had one real good rainstorm. Only lasts a few hours, maybe only 2 hours. And a light rain that it rained most of the night, just light. Hello. You want me to help you? You can't afford me, because I really don't want to do it. Most of this water was pumped in here from the lake, but it wouldn't have got in the lake if it didn't have rain. I've done all of this before at the wife's bigger farm, and I soon figured out that I wasn't helping, because whenever I did something, everybody just stood around and watched me and didn't do anything. So I didn't help at all. What they're doing here is taking out the seedlings. These are rice seedlings. Very good job. And they put them in little bunches like that. I've shown all this before, but you know, new people. It's easy to do when it's flooded. When it's dry, it's really hard to do because the roots break. Nice little bunch, you tie them all up. Cut the tops off, so the rice will split. You get multiple seed heads, you know. And this is newly transplanted. Yesterday, I believe this was transplanted. Easy to transplant when it's flooded like that. But when it's dry, it can be very difficult. Now we've got some people up here that's transplanting right now. We'll go see what they're doing. Check that out. It's a wall of weeds. This is a terrible plant, this one is. Nothing will eat it. The goats won't eat it. Buffalo won't even eat it. And buffalo eat everything. Cows won't eat it. What she was doing here is they put a drain line in here. They must have flooded this side and then let the water run through to this side. And she had to block it back off. It's all about water management, right? The wife's small farm is right over there. I'll go take a look. It was planted out yesterday. We'll go take a look after we get up here. Remember that wall of weeds? That's who built it. Throw it on the road. That's what everyone else does. You know, 3-4 days ago, this was a desert. Amazing how fast things change. You see this here? This was planted by broadcasting the seed. It does work, but it doesn't work nearly as good. It's just a lot less labor intensive. And it depends on the weather, and that's where the tractor just went through, I guess. And this is where they're working towards. This farm goes, see how many? 1, 2, 3 more paddies up past. See the tree? The next one after that's theirs, and then it's a different farm. That looks cool, huh? I think that was planted yesterday. Some of this is wet and some of it isn't. You see the lady over here with the piece of bamboo. She's making holes. That's a dibber. Which is still easy enough to do when it's like this. Some years it's hard as a rock. And just making a hole is almost impossible. Okay, action! You see the bundles, they all got the tops cut off. Here's what it looks like when it's planted. It looks like just one plant per hole. Some places do 2, some do 3. You just hold the 3 together and jam them in a hole. Goes pretty quick when you're good at it, but it's hard on the thumb. This is how it's been done around here for generations. It does give the best rice, but it's the most work by far. You hear that? It's a guinea over there. I saw a guinea run across the road the other day. Maybe that's the same one. This one was done by broadcasting. It's been in the ground now, I say 2 months. It was almost dead until we got the rain the other day. Well, a couple days ago. Right there is my secret camping spot. I was going to go camping, but then the rain came. Don't really feel like getting wet. This is the wife's here. This was done by broadcasting. You see the band right there is all dead. Huh? That all died. This is very, very weedy. No rain, weeds grow, rice don't. And if you can see or not, little white specks in here, they fertilized this morning. And this was planted yesterday. The wife said last night this is all laying down, or a lot of it was laying down because it got hot at the end of the day, but then just as coming dark, it rained. Then it had light rain all night. How this works, this is the wife's farm. She bought it from her aunt. And from this line here over to the road over there, from my house down there, or the other side of my house, all the way up to the top of the hill over here, was owned by her grandfather. So this is all family farm. And then when he died, it got split up between all his kids. And you see, these two farms here are wider. They bought out the one in the middle and split the land. So they have a farm and a half compared to the wife's farm, or close to it. You know, none of these lines are actually straight or anything like that, because it was done by hand, by high, 30, 40 years ago. I don't know how long time ago. This part of the farm down here normally does the best rice in this area. But once you get up to this rise, from there on up, probably not much. Very little. Some years. Last year it was nothing. But there was no rice anywhere last year. The wife's farm here, just this bit down here that was planted yesterday, get about 50 fertilizer bags on a good year. I think last year they got 5 or 6 something. So this is late, you know, this is the end of July, 25th of July today. Just getting in now. Luckily it got good strong seedlings. This should make it. If we get a little bit more rain, keep it wet for a while, this will make it. But it was looking like no rice this year. And if you look over here, all that's planted by broadcasting. It's 50-50, you know, it works when it works, but it don't always work. You get a lot of weeds that way. This way you already got established plants and no weeds at this stage, right? Big difference. I don't know what the plan is for this farm. Haven't done anything with it yet. There's the bamboo dibber. Just a sharpened bamboo pole, that's all it is. They're still talking about me. See this? This is concrete land marker. That's only about a foot long or something, stuck into the ground. That marks the land. And the paperwork for this stuff is very, very accurate, even from 50 years ago. How it's drawn up, very, very accurate, I tell you. Surprisingly accurate. People that watched my fishing videos in the lake years ago, this is the lake. Pretty much empty now. I never stocked it again, but it's caught a lot of fish since then. All stocked by Mother Nature. But it's changed a lot. It's really fallen in. It's a lot smaller now than it used to be. But they took the water out of here to flood this, right? And you can see this is all the wild seedlings here. And that's this little bit planted all of that. You know what I mean? Like, these seedlings are a little small. I'm small by they're not grown very high yet. They didn't get to cut much off. And you can see how brown it is. It was dying. It was literally a week, maybe 2 weeks away from losing them. 'Cause there was no more water, you know. The lake was dry. The field was dry. The water table here is dry. It's been 2 years of drought. And this was saved by one, I don't know, maybe an hour? One short monsoon rainstorm. It came down good, let me tell you. It came down really good. It might have saved the crop. That being said, in my opinion only, it's cheaper to buy rice than grow it. Alright guys, well that's it. I look at the farm. Been a strange year. Again. There's still life in there. But you can see, look, there's trees growing in the lake. A lot of trees growing in the lake. That's different. Alright guys, as always, thanks for watching. Need another rainstorm. Maybe two. Wife's got another farm yet, so the big farm's got very little in it. It gets a lot drier there. Don't know the story of the hole, but I did notice garbage here. Between those two lots of trees there. Plastic bag city. I don't get it. I just don't understand it. Why, you know? Why? It's a farm. Not my farm, nothing I can do.